This is going to really blow your doors off. SEL is used with mental health clinics, which they're putting in every single school in North Carolina. And let me tell you, and both parties are doing it. But let me tell you this. In North Carolina, guess what the age is? The minimum age for a child to consent to getting mental health treatment, that means diagnosis, screening, and drugs. Guess the minimum age.
6.
0. In California, the age is 12. In California, our chapters there, they're seeing 12-year-olds, that's the minimum age, being given without their parental knowledge or consent, puberty blockers. And you know what? Kids are killing themselves. And guess what? In North Carolina, wait for it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. The bill here in North Carolina, it has a provision that teachers, principals, whoever's practicing mental health cannot be sued.
Okay, parents, get your kids out of the schools. Like yesterday. Did you say 0? Are you
0.
seriously telling me, like, kindergartners?
Yeah.
A kindergartner can say, I feel like a girl today, and they can send them off privately without telling the parents to get
100%. And they're doing these surveys and not telling the parents. And here's the most horrifying
That's a violation of federal law, those surveys. I keep trying to tell parents, like, you gotta sue. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? What federal law?
Don't worry, Deb. We're on it. It's it's FERPA and PERFA. But I'll tell you this. This is being done. Now, this is really going to make you mad. In the name of equity. So what I'm telling you is the SEL and the mental health treatment is being done in the name of equity. So we could have a teacher who is white, okay, and saying, I'm tired of all this Black Lives Matter crap. This 10-year-old child of color, they're overreacting. I'm going to medicate or send them off, okay? That is the systematic racism we're told is being done, blah, blah. See, activists don't think it can go both ways. But anyway, so in other words, that's an example of what equity and mental health treatment on children will get us.
But you're saying they're using it against the students who need the disadvantaged students?
I'm saying they could. I'm saying
they could use it. I mean, they shouldn't use it against anyone. It's sort of because we know they're using it. Like, let's say that somebody is. I had a friend write to me privately on Twitter just 20 minutes before this show, and said, and I'm going to get it wrong if I don't actually read it. This blew my mind, but I bet you're telling me that this is now happening in North Carolina as well. He said, today, okay. Teacher today told me they changed a 7th grader's schedule because they felt he was misogynistic and needed to be in a class with strong girl personalities.
Yeah, that's
So now imagine
you don't allow cussing on the show, right? Just
generally not, but
it's bull feathers. That is right. And so, and again, guys, something called universal screening. Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you how it works. Universal screening means I being a teacher or the school or a clinician, they're going to bring in. And by the way, they bring these clinicians in via Zoom into the schools. So they have universal screening. In other words, every single student gets screened for, we don't even know what, because the schools aren't transparent. It's called social, emotional, or mental. Could be anxiety, depression, or just misogynistic. So they're screening for this. So they've got, now listen, an endless millions of potential patients. And as you know, there's no real clear test. There's not a blood test or an MRI for a mental disorder. This is insanity. It's unconstitutional. And it is the most dangerous situation that I've seen in schools, bar none.